To Buck O'Hare, USS Plunger. Depart on July 19th, 1942. Make arrangements to provide space on board for 6 men under command of Lieutenant Albert Inniken. In addition to their equipment and provisions of approximately 18 tons, you may have to land torpedoes to accommodate. You will transport these men to the east coast of Palawan in the Philippines. Make arrangements for and ensure their safe and secret deployment. The drop zone is very small, being just 3 3/4 nautical miles across. Be mindful of radio procedures near the drop zone and refrain from use unless absolutely necessary for the safety of your boat and the crew. Word has come in for increased Japanese counterintelligence in the area, so be sure of your drop. Refrain from any activity that may signify the presence of a US submarine within the 35 nautical miles buffer around the zone for the period of 12 hours prior and after the insertion. Objective: insert commando teams east of Palawan, Philippines. Signed, Chief of Staff. So off we head on our new patrol, trying to insert a commando team in Palawan of the coast of the Philippines. The moon just over the horizon there. As we set off from Fremantle in Australia, and we've got a long sail ahead of us before we get anywhere near dropping off these commandos. All seems well at the moment. We are moving, and yeah, the course is going to be a long one, so it's going to be a long time before we see any other ships or any other contacts, let alone the enemy. So we'll crack on, and I'll bring you back when we're closer to the action zone. Hi everyone, welcome back. Right, we have just spotted a Japanese destroyer and we are dropping down. Slow down. So, coming off the periscope, we're just going to sit here quietly for a bit and hopefully it'll pass him by. Let me show you on the map where we are. Here we are. If I zoom out, we're in the Sunda Strait. As you can see, between Java and Sumatra. We're going to head up here around Borneo and head up to the Sulu Sea, where we'll hope to drop off the commandos to do their thing. But first, we've got to get through this bit of water here. And yes, we've got a Japanese patrol vessel through this strait. It's not unexpected, but it is a bit of a pain. If we have a look at the route, so we're coming up through here. So we're going to cross over where the convoy route 40 usually is, and through these single ones. We're going to sail up here, and then duck in here, and then drop them off there. Yeah, it's all good, all good. Fairly busy piece of water we're going to be going through, but hopefully if we can keep our wits about us, get below the surface when needed, and hide from these destroyers and other vessels, we should be able to drop these commandos off in relative secrecy. If we do spot a merchant, then I will have a pop, but yeah, anything else, then we'll probably just try and steer clear and use a little bit of discretion. Right, we got a call out for merchants spotted. A couple of fishing boats off to heading of 50 degrees. I think we're going to let them go. yes, they may report something, but chances are they'll just stay out here fishing. Whereas if we sink them, then they'll definitely be reported. So we're going to sail on, and not going to get tangled up sinking these little fishing boats anymore. Right, welcome back. It's the 30th of July. It's dark, as you can see, and we just had a radio report. Oh. Yep, ship spotted, dead ahead. Right, periscope depth, battle stations, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Let's get below the waves and see what this is. It may have deck guns, I'm not sure at this moment, but periscope depth. Right, observation periscope going up. Right, he was dead ahead of us. There he is. Can't make out what it is yet, but what we can try and do is we'll keep a track of it, get its speed, and then we'll do a 90-degree turn to starboard. Let's see if we can put a torpedo in it. Obviously a Japanese ship of some description. Can't make out what it is. Can't see if it's got any deck guns from this angle or from this range either. So we'll just play things cautiously and check it out. Alright, there we go. Time is ticking. Coming up 3 minutes 10. There you go. Bit of a stutter from the update, but that's okay. That is the distance that she's travelled in 3 minutes and 14 and a bit. 3 minutes 15 seconds. And it's 1,050 meters. So she's doing 10.5 knots. There or thereabouts, right? So let's slow right down, and let's do a 90-degree turn to starboard. And we'll see if we can set up an ambush attack for this ship. Right, there she is. Let's have a look. What is she? Merchants, yes. Looks like a destroyer. She's moving quick, isn't she? 10 knots seems quite quick now. Ah, here we go. Fast Hansa Merchant. Right. Let's get that. Is that it? Let's. I think that's it. There or thereabouts, anyway. Probably the closest I can find. Anyway, we'll go with that. We'll go with it. Right, so we know she's doing we'll do the measurement in a minute. Let's do the range. 1,000 meters. Angle of bow will do. We know she's doing about 11 knots. Right, let's get 2 torpedoes ready. Angle of bow. Right, tube 1. Fire. Tube 2, sorry. Tube 2 away.
Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in.
Alright, decided to duck the periscopes beneath the waves because we were getting fired upon, but we've had 2 good torpedo strikes. Yeah, she seems to have... as the searchlight comes across, let's get the periscope down. We don't want to be shot at. So 2 good hits on that ship. The second one was quite forward on the hull, so hopefully just a matter of time and the water will become too much and she'll start to slip beneath the waves. I hope so, because she's bristling with guns, so I can't really finish her off with a deck gun. She's still afloat. We've actually turned around and we're actually following her because she is slowly. I think she's slowly sinking. You can see the rising sun flag painted onto the side of the hull is now half submerged, or maybe that's just the angle we're at. And she's definitely slowed down. So we're just going to try and get into a maneuver, and maybe we'll put another torpedo into her. See if we can sink her down. As I say, the guns are still very much alert. So I'm not going to have any other option but to use the torpedoes to keep the boat and my crew safe. So yeah, we're just sailing parallel with her at the moment, and then we'll turn to port and then set up for another attack. So tubes 1 and 2 are now reloaded and ready to go. So let's just move into position. Right, we've been chasing this for some time now. Daylight is approaching, as you can see. Right, I think our speed checks showed that she has dropped down to about 7 knots. So we'll get that recalculated. We'll get the angle of bow. Sorry, the range in. I'm getting everything wrong. 2,500 meters. Let's get tube 1 open and tube 3 open. Angle of bow of about. Oh God, hang on. Angle of bow of about 80. Right. Tube 3. Fire. Tube 1, stand by. Bad news. Tube 1, fire. Let's get tube 4 ready as well. We just had a dud. Premature detonation. I knew it would turn around to bite us eventually. Right, tube 4, fire. I think tube 3 was actually going to go behind us, so yeah. You can see it going, and I think it's going to be slink behind, unfortunately. Okay, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. Right, torpedo tube 3 did in fact sail behind her, that we thought. I hadn't adjusted the angle of bow, so she did sail behind. But tube 4 struck home, and that is a kill. A confirmation, that's not what we thought it was. It's a split merchant for 7,390 tons. We thought it was a fast Hamza or something, wasn't it? So, good kill. Happy with that. We've fired a few torpedoes off, but our first kill of this patrol, which is fantastic. Definitely worth getting distracted by. I think we lose 4 torpedoes? 5 torpedoes against it. Yeah, the first 2 hit. The third prematurely detonated en route. The fourth sailed behind, and the fifth one struck the mark and sunk the ship. Fantastic. Right, we can get going then. Head back on course and start sailing up towards the Philippines. Right, we're underway again. There's the burning remains of that ship. It's very shallow waters here, so she's not quite fully submerged. She's resting on the seabed, no doubt, and just protruding a little bit. But we're going to make a move now. Quick look on the torpedo front. Yeah, so we're going to get these torpedoes loaded, and we've fired 5 torpedoes. Still got plenty to have some fun, but need to be a little bit more sparing going forward. Hi everyone, welcome back. Right, we're sailing on up to the Philippines, but on the horizon there it looks like another ship has been spotted at 348, 347, something like that, heading. So yeah, possibly a tanker. Is that a tanker? My you know how brilliant my it's got loads of cranes and masts at the front of the ship. Cooler, WWII, 4,000 tons. It's got gun decks fore and aft. It might not be that, of course, but I can see. Well, it looks like it's got those two, but they're closer together. Is there another similar vessel like that? Maybe a large cooler. Who knows? Well, I've been through the book, and this seems to be the best match that I can see. It seems to be on its own. So let's speed up, and we'll see if we can set an intercept. We'll keep an eye on it. If it's got deck guns in those sort of platforms, then we'll dive down and use the torpedoes. But it would be nice if we could get one with a deck gun, because we've already used 5 torpedoes up so far. So if we could sink one, is it just 4,000 tons? If we could sink this with a deck gun, that would certainly help the old torpedo situation. So we'll close in and keep an eye on her, see what we need to do. There she is. You can probably guess that I've got so close because she doesn't have any guns loaded into those platforms, so we are going to try and sink her with the deck gun. Okay, here we are, just getting high explosive loaded. Let's go up to about 1,200 meters. Fire. Perfect. Maybe a little bit higher, so try and get along the deck and get some fires going. Only 140 shells, unfortunately. Looking good. And so we're trying to get some fires started with the high explosives. If that doesn't work, then we'll get the armor piercing and try and put a number of holes down her hull and try and finish her off. You can see where just below the crosshair, you can see where we put that first shot. That's right on the waterline as well. Trying to get some hits around the funnel, anything around the bridge as well, stop any radio transmissions. But yeah, look, you've got a hit here, which actually seems to be going under the water. Hits there, hits there. You can see we've obliterated this part of the the hull. Right into the bridge. Alright, let's get some armor piercing loaded and put some holes down our hull and see if the intake of water will get us sunk quicker than the fire. She does seem to be listing though. Alright, let's drop that down a touch, maybe down to 1300 meters, 1200 meters. Fire. Not sure where that hit. I think that hit quite high, so we'll drop it down again to 1000 meters. Right, we're crossing the ship's bow now, or we're heading over to the other side. Get these armor piercing reloaded. There you go, right into the bow below the waterline, which would be nice. No visible marks, but you never know, may have weakened it. Let's put some shots down the hull. See if we can get her sunk. She is so far not giving a fluff that we are firing all these shells into it. Let's try a high armor piercing into the bridge and see if that will just break some armoring or some protection down, so when the high explosives go in, it does more damage. Right, if we aim for the back, hopefully the shell will dip and get near the waterline. Oh, there we go. Finally, an explosion from internal. Something must have gone pop. Took a while. Oh, but she's going down quickly. When I say quickly, I mean really quickly. Wow, okay. Once that first bit of water started to go in the ship, then all the holes we put in there are certainly allowing greater access for everything else. Our second ship of the patrol slips beneath the waves. Fantastic. Let's have a look. It's a medium cooler, as we thought. 4,212 tons. Perfect. Alright, so that's 10,000 tons already for this patrol. Delighted with that. Let's continue on to our drop zone for these commandos. Hi everyone, what a miserable time. It's 2nd of August now, 1942, confirmation of our 2 kills. Been a couple of days since we sunk that medium cooler, and we've been making our way north. Seen a couple more fishing vessels, but nothing much more. The sun is out, but this storm is hanging over us. But actually, it could be a blessing. Here we are here. We're just about to come through the Balapak Strait. Into the Sulu Sea, which is going to be, well, I'm thinking they may have like observation posts and guns, coastal guns on these 2 bits of land, so coming through here in a storm with very limited visibility might be a blessing for us. We might be able to sail straight through that without any problems. Then it's just a short sail up here, up the coast of Palawan to our drop-off zone there, which we need to do secretly. Get the commandos on shore, and then I'm sure we'll be given new orders, probably to go hunting ships in either the Sulu Sea or in the South China Sea. So we're nearing our objective now, which is just as well. It's been a long time coming, but yeah, we're doing great, and hopefully we can get through this strait here with no more challenges. Hi everyone, welcome back. Right, we have picked up a ship on radar. Dead ahead apparently. Can't see anything because of the mist and the storm. So let's submerge the boat, periscope depth, and we'll take a stock once we're see if we can see when she comes into visual range while we're safely under the water. Right, periscope up. Right, what I've done, I've turned to port, so we could potentially use the rearward torpedo tubes if we see anything. That's a big if at the moment, I have to say. Oh, there she is. There she is. Moments later. I can't actually make out what that is, but it's a ship. Could it be that? Could be that. Let's get that locked in anyway. The visibility of this is going to be incredibly difficult. Right there, that only 1,000 meters away. We don't have the speed. We're going to have to judge it. She's going fairly quick, so I'm going to put her down to about 10 knots. Tubes 5 open, tube 6 open. We'll fire them at a bit of a spread to see if we can hit her. Right, I think she's about 90 something like that. Right, tube 6 fire. Oh my god, that torpedo has actually snapped it in two. Right, tube 5, closed tube, stand it down. My goodness. The front section is starting to sink. Wow, what a good hit that was. That is the shot I'm most happy about so far today. That is a great shot. 2nd of August then. A passenger cargo freighter, 5,248 tons. It was indeed what we identified. I'm genuinely quite happy with that shot because it was a guess of the speed, a little bit of a fudge of the wasn't confident with the range or the angle of bow yet. We managed to pull off a really nice hit. Yeah, I'm pleased with that one. I am pleased with that one. Okay, we are here at the drop-off point, so I think that's where the commandos need to go ashore. Let's launch the boat. There they are, there's the commandos. Look at them. Okay, we just got a ship caller. It's obviously the dinghy where they're all getting the boys on. There they are. The commandos are all aboard their dinghy and they are sailing for the coast. Brilliant. That is our main mission objective complete. Let's What happened? Guys, are you okay? Did you hit a landmine or something? Boys? They seem surprisingly undeterred by the situation. Right. Well, You can see the glow on the officer's face. That's lighting up a. I think. Oh my God! They think they might know we're here now. The important question is: insert the commando team to the east coast of Palawan. Complete. Well, that's good enough for me. Let's back it out. Maybe there's mines. Well, I guess they know what they're doing. What has just happened? I'm not sure. Let's just back it out. Back it out. We've done our bit. They seem happy enough. Oh my goodness me! Don't laugh. Don't laugh. They're fine. Still going. Job's done. Right. Mission complete. The commando team have successfully been deployed. Completely and utterly without incident and in the strictest secrecy. Yep. maybe they've maybe Gondor's lit the beacons and Rohan may answer. Maybe that's it. This is the chain of events which Rohan answers the call. Anyway, let's get out of here. Right, as we put our stern to the islands and we start heading out, let's get a bit of pace. We will leave the commandos burning brightly in their dinghy. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. The sun is rising, so we need to be careful of any threats out here. But I think we'll leave it there for now. We've had a good patrol. It's been, well, the first half of the patrol has been quite successful. We sunk 3 ships on the 30th of July. We sunk the Split Merchant for 7,390 tons. On the 31st of July we sunk the Medium Cooler for 4,212 tons. And a couple of days later, on August the 2nd, the Passenger Cargo Freighter in the Mist, 5,248 tons. What a difference radar makes. Previously we didn't see anything in those mists, did we? But now we can track them. It's a huge benefit. We've also managed to get to Palawan in the Philippines and successfully deploy the commandos. Absolutely no problems whatsoever. And we'll wait till our new orders. We can't obviously send any radio messages to say that they blew up for 12 hours. That was the radio communication from the briefing, wasn't it? Or that was the briefing message anyway. So we are going to sail into the Sulu Sea and do some hunting around there until we get any further orders from Command. But for now we'll leave it there. Thanks ever so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.